What's going on, guys? I'm Jay the Black. Shout out to everybody that's tuning in. This is a topic that I was definitely going to get to in regards to Tyler Perry. Now, Tyler Perry posted this on Twitter, but it's actually a longer post from his Facebook. All right. Now, this is the Facebook message here that he put, and I guess it went automatically to Twitter. Okay. And in the post, he talks about how he's 51, he's single, and he's wondering what the next chapter in his life will look like. Basically saying that he's at an age and time in his life where he's going through a midlife crisis. Now, some of you are going to believe whatever you want to believe about Tyler Perry. So I just want to get that out the way. Some of you may believe he's this way or that way. Whatever. I am here to talk about the nature of his posts and the effects of it. Because if you look at the Twitter timeline and you look at what's going on here, man. Now, some people on here are trolling, but you actually do have some women putting up posts trying to get with Tyler Perry, or some are just mirroring his posts. And there's a lot of mirroring going on, So this is the effect of this post, and I'm going to get into the post, but as you see it's just an excerpt here. This is the full version of the post here on Facebook. And it says, "This is what a midlife crisis looks like. I'm 51, single, and wondering what the next chapter in my life will look like. Whatever it looks like, I'm going to walk with God, be the best father and man I can be, hold my head up high, and try to look my best doing it. In a world with so much sadness, please try and stay in the good. Merry Christmas, and let's look forward to 2021 bringing us peace." Now, I will say this, though. There are things that Tyler Perry's done that I disagree with. He may not be agreeable on those things, but on certain things politically or whatnot. But if you look at Tyler Perry, this guy is a billionaire, okay? Whether you agree with how he got there, but he is a billionaire. And the fact that he himself is feeling the effects of the dating market. This guy, mind you, was in a relationship with a woman for quite some time. They have a kid together. And they may have secretly separated, because as of a couple of months ago, I believe they were still together. But the fact that it's December and they've already separated, it could be a situation where this relationship fell victim to the CV, to the quarantine. The quarantine may have ruined this relationship like it has many others. But in this situation, Tyler Perry did not marry her. I believe she may have been his fiance or long-term girlfriend, but he had no intentions of getting married as of an interview he did some time back. Because if you look at Tyler Perry's life and you look at the things that he has been through, it's probably taken him a long time to really trust people, to really want to be with somebody, to really understand who he is. So you have a guy who's at 51, who's a billionaire, who is very successful, who's still trying to figure out at the end of the day who he is and what he wants. All right. And he's arrived to that point. Now, also, I want to take a look at this Yahoo article. All right. It says Tyler Perry might have meant to make a simple statement about having a midlife crisis, but ended up with marriage proposals when he posted a gym selfie Wednesday. Perry is very focused on his fitness. Earlier this month, he said that he was 18 pounds away from his goal weight. The director and actor captioned, "This is what a midlife crisis looks like." I already read all that. As you can see, this is the post here. The response was swift. Says, you don't have to be single, call me. Are you taking applications, asking for a friend? Wait, you're single, hold my drink. I doubt if you will be single for long. I would love to go out with you. Do you date driven 37-year-olds? Looking great, Tyler, and God bless. I got a friend that's single. You might like her. Yeah, it might be you. Let's see. Some potential suitors even posted photos, which then prompted others to comment, temporarily turning Perry's social media into a low-key alternative Match.com. If you look at it, man, just look at this timeline. Look at people from all different ages, races. This is the effects. Listen, man, there's a lot of people struggling in the dating market. So whenever they see a guy like Tyler, who's a billionaire, getting on social media saying, I'm 51, I'm single, I'm having a midlife crisis, I'm looking for love, then you're going to have responses like what you're seeing here of people trying to get at Tyler, man. And I just found this to be very interesting, man. His whole thread has grown to shreds, man. It really has. Look at some of these responses. Okay? It's crazy, man. It's crazy how one man's response has gotten all these people to go to try to get his attention, right? Regardless of what people may feel about Tyler. But let me just say this too about Tyler Perry. He's a guy, again, that has built a very good life for himself. This is a guy who has been writing plays, and he went writing plays to doing films, and now he has, his own studios. He's a guy who's very business driven. And I said this in the Shannon Sharp video. A lot of successful men do not have the time to invest in trying to figure out a woman, to filter through the dating market, even though you have so many women that's available, right? They're all educated too, right? They're all successful, but they're not dateable. You got women out here who have the looks, they have the body, but they have no man. They can't keep one. It's because it's all in their mental. There's something about them that drives the men away from them. And just like in the Shannon Sharp video, when he basically was like, I'd just rather be single and go home to my dogs. You got Tyler Perry, who was in a long-term relationship with the mother of his kid, but they're no longer together. And I think it has a lot to do with the fact that Tyler Perry does not want to get married. He does not want to have to get into a situation where he marries somebody and there's the potential that he goes through a messy, lengthy divorce where he could lose half of what he worked to build. And that can happen. And he doesn't want it to happen. So I think the gist of his recent relationship falling apart has a lot to do with the fact that he does not want to put himself in a position where he loses what he's built. Now, he's co-parenting with the ex, but I also believe that he wants to feel like he's loved by somebody, because he's never really had that. If you listen to his story, right, and the things he's been through. But I also think that he's put a lot of his effort and time into building who he is, being successful. And that's why you're seeing successful men bypass any type of serious relationships, because they don't feel the need to have to go through, any unnecessary stress. Let's read a few of these. This too shall pass, my friend. Cheers to the 50 plus crew and living up unapologetically out loud. When you're designed your ideal life, the second half of your life is so rewarding. All right, let's read some of these. All right. 35, single, don't know what the next chapter of my life holds, but I will continue to walk by faith while trying to be the best mother and person that I can be. 42 years old, single and blessed. 49, more like 40 fine. I still got it. DM me. Some of these might be trolls. Who knows? 51 and still look the same as I did in high school. Single and blessed with the kids all moved out. Maybe I deserve some company. Oh, man. This is what 20 looks like, Mr. Tyler. Single and ready to mingle. Age ain't nothing but a number, baby. Okay. Let's say I too am 51 and blessed, no kids. Okay. This is 56. Felt that I'm 53 going through. 30 and just graduated business university. This is what 51 looks like. Super blessed by God, single. A mom, a grandmom. Letting God lead me my best days. I'm turning 50 in 2021. I am marching into this year with full confidence and grace, expecting to reach that milestone in August. This is what 56 looks like, and I will continue to walk with God and follow his lead. 36 and single. Our aunties are really thirsty, man. Yeah, man, they all coming out the woodworks to try to get with Tyler, man. Tyler has made himself into a popular guy. He's getting a lot of attention from a lot of single women. There's a lot of single women out here, man. There's a lot of single women out here. When I have talked about the fact that there's a lot of single women out here, yes, they're still screwing, but you do have a lot of single women out here. People like to say, well, Jane, how do you know that? How do you know they don't have a boyfriend? They don't have no boyfriend, man. Just because you're sleeping with somebody on the regular does not mean that's your boyfriend. I think some of these chicks have to loot themselves. And that's what that Tyler Perry thread has exposed. It's a lot of these single melanated women out here looking. And I think you need to look inside yourself and stop dealing with men who just use you. All right. But it's good that people are showing their confidence. They are confident in themselves. Hopefully it translates to them finding happiness, because a lot of people out here need happiness in their life,